Pooja, and with me is joining Dr. Shreyas and Ruchita for a very wonderful topic. What is an ideal healthy diet for your children? As a mother, as a practitioner, and as a nutritionist, we have been talking about this topic, healthy children. But to have these wonderful insights for this live session, I welcome both the panelists and I would like to take a moment to thank BabyChakra to have such a wonderful topic. In today's era where post-pandemic children are craving for a different food and different food items and also understanding what is to be going in their diet, mothers are looking out for healthy options. But at Baby Chakra, we bring to you the best of the best experts to have a panel discussion which is based on research orientation. Without a moment ado, I would like Dr. Shreyas to please talk about himself and please let our audience know where he is from.
Yeah. Hi. Thanks for. I would like to thank you, Dr. Pooja, and also I would like to thank Dr. BabyChakra for giving me an opportunity. I'm Dr. Shreyas Vaidya. I'm a consultant pediatrician and neonatologist. I'm practicing in Bangalore as a private practitioner. I'm from Karnataka, Bangalore.
Thank you, Dr. Shreyas. Ruchita, can you take a moment and please introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. Hello, everyone. This is Ruchita Batra, mother of two kids, a compulsive optimist with mom influencer, somebody who loves to talk and is a magic maker. And I'm a nutritionist and a lifestyle fitness coach, and you can check out all my content related to your weight loss, your children weight loss on Ruchita Batra underscore nutritionist on Instagram, or probably you can check www.ruchitabatra.com if you want to see for more information. So that's from my side.
Yes. So when we have amazing panelists, what we all want to talk about is eating healthy diet and also making a conscious choice for our children. We have so many packet foods, we have so many organic foods coming in, but the essential phases of development start from the time when we introduce complementary feeding. To begin with this conversation, I would like to ask a question to Dr. Shreyas. Dr. Shreyas, what do you think is a healthy diet known for children? How would you state it in your terms, please?
Yeah. Like First, I would like to tell what is healthy diet. Healthy diet is the one which should be nutritionally adequate, appropriate intake of food item that provides all the nutrition in required amount and proper proportions. Okay, and in especially in the pediatric age group, it varies from age, like different age groups. Like it's different for a neonate, it's different for a toddler, it's different for adolescents, and different for the different age group, and it's basically based on the weight and during what phase of growth they are in. Okay, then it is basically a combination of carbohydrate rich food, for example like cereals, fruits and vegetables, and mainly protein sources. It should be in the diet: milk and milk products, eggs, pulses, and you can include non-vegetarian like meat and fish, nuts, and good amount of fats also should be there in the diet, like visible oil like vegetable oils, or also like geese, and also salt and sugar should be there mainly. Mainly, a complete food or a balanced diet should contain 50 to 60% of the calories coming from the carbohydrate, 10 to 12% of the 10 to 12% of the calories should be coming from the protein, and 25 to 30% of the calories should be coming from the fat. This is something balanced food.
Yes, absolutely correct. Very well said. Well, Ruchita, coming to you, being a mom yourself and handling kids, I would ask a very common question that all the moms face over here. How do I make my child eat vegetables? Do you have the any magical wand and you can help us with the answer for this, please?
एब्सोल्युटली एब्सोल्युटली से आई नो कि हर माँ का एक सपना होता है कि उसके बच्चे हरी भरी सब्जियां खाएं, लेकिन उसके लिए उसको भी हरा भरा रहना पड़ेगा. सो टू ऑल द मदर्स, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इट्स अ साइकोलॉजिकल गेम. इट्स नॉट दैट यू वांट समथिंग टू बी डन एंड इट शुड बी डन. ठीक है, तो आपको उसके लिए प्रिपरेशन करनी पड़ेगी. यू हैव टू मेक श्योर दैट यू आर एडिक्वेटली स्किल्ड, कि आपको उन वेजिटेबल्स के साथ डिफरेंट डिफरेंट कुजीन्स के साथ खाना बनाना आता है. तो दैट्स फॉर श्योर दैट कुकिंग बुक्स और अपग्रेडिंग योर स्किल्स इज वन ऑफ द थिंग, बिकॉज आज की डेट में बच्चों को अगर कॉन्टिनेंटल पसंद है, चाइनीज पसंद है, उसके अंदर सारी, सबसे अच्छी बात है कि एशियन फूड में इंडियन को छोड़ के सब में वेजिटेबल्स भर भर के यूज होती हैं। तो आप 100% अगर नूडल्स खाते हैं तो उसका हेल्दी ऑल्टरनेटिव उठा सकते हैं, एंड आप जितना चाहें उसको कलरफुल प्लेट बना सकते हैं, और उसी तरीके से बच्चों को एंटीऑक्सीडेंट्स या फिर वेजिटेबल्स के लिए कभी कोई प्रॉब्लम हो ही नहीं सकती। बिकॉज सबसे अच्छी बात है कि इस दुनिया में जितनी भी कुजीन्स हैं, जितना भी ट्रेडिशनल फूड है, चाहे वो चाइनीज ले लो, इंडियन ले लो, कॉन्टिनेंटल ले लो, सब में सब्जियों का ही इस्तेमाल होता है, और जब इस्तेमाल होता है तो आप अपनी स्किल्स को इन्हांस करें। दैट्स इट।
Definitely, such a beautiful answer in a way, put it in such a beautiful terms. Dr. Shreyas, coming to you, when we talk about a child's health, proteins is something which is very important,
Yes.
and mothers make a conscious effort to give proteinaceous food to the child. So, can you just help us to elaborate on what kind of proteins should we, give it to the child, and at what age it should be given?
No, protein is like, as I told you, it's very important. It is a very important macronutrient. Like after water, it is the second most abundant substance in the body. Like for digestive juices, protein is required. For formation of the hormones, protein is required. For formation of enzymes, protein is required. For formation of hemoglobin, also protein is required. So, like requirement of the protein is, as I told you just before, like it varies from age to age. Right from the beginning, it is from the neonate. There should be requirement of there is a requirement of protein to our body. Like few cases when the baby is very sick, like in case of a very sick neonate, when you are unable to establish breastfeeding, we also give a protein in the form of IV injection. So right from the day one, there is a requirement of the protein. Like like it's different for boys and different for girls, and as the age increases, the requirement of the protein is also increases. For example, i can
Right.
i can tell this: at 6 months of age, you will be requiring around 1 to 1.1 gram per kg of protein per day. And as you grow, and we consider till 18 to 19 years, like children, a pediatric age group, by that time there will be requirement of 50 to 60 grams per kg per day. Basically, it's based on per weight, based on per weight actually.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Shreyas. Because there is a lot of skeptical things that हमको non-veg में introduce करना चाहिए at the early age, or some focus more on non-veg. That's why this question was you answered it very beautifully. Ruchita, coming to you for the next question, is that what are the foods that would help us for child's weight to be increased? Now, when a child falls into a several bracket of age groups, for 2 to 4, or 5 to 7, when they are into toddlers or school going kids, there has been seen a sudden drop in the weight, or the weight becomes stagnant, and the mothers keep asking, what are the foods that help us to increase the weight of the child? So can you please help us to answer it over here?
Mothers have to first understand, they just have to be concerned, they don't have to get panic, because this is a question which actually puts her into this thing of into this chain, मतलब वो घूमता रहता है, अरे मेरा बच्चा तो कुछ खाता ही नहीं है, मेरा बच्चा तो कमजोर हो गया है, मैं अपने बच्चे के लिए क्या करूं, बहुत कमजोर हो गया, बहुत कमजोर हो गया। सो द एफर्मेशन सबसे पहले जो जाता है ना, कि बच्चा कमजोर ही दिखता है, चाहे वो सही क्यों ना हो। एज अ मदर आपको ये ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा, जब आपका बच्चा एक स्टेज से दूसरी स्टेज पे जाता है, स्पेशली स्टेज से मेरा मतलब है जब वो हाइट खींचता है, तब उसका वेट एक बारी जरूर ड्रॉप होगा, और उस टाइम पे उनको थोड़ा सा वेट करना पड़ेगा कि वो ट्रांजिशन फेज से अपने नॉर्मल फेज में आ गया है या नहीं आया है। सेकेंडली, कोविड के बाद स्पेशली बच्चों में भी विटामिन डी की डेफिशिएंसी सुपर प्रिवेलिंग लाइक एनी अदर पर्सन, एंड डॉक्टर्स वुड एग्री that out of 5, 3 people are suffering from vitamin D and B12 deficiency. तो especially at the age of 10, 11, आपको आपके बच्चों में विटामिन डी और B12 का टेस्ट जरूर कराना है, और स्पेशली उन बच्चे जो खाना नहीं खाते हैं, जो चोर होते हैं एक तरीके की, नहीं हमको नहीं खाना, मम्मियाँ 10-10 साल के बच्चे के पीछे फूड लेके घूमती रहती है, वो जनरली हीमोग्लोबिन में भी लो पाए जाते हैं। तो आपका फर्ज ये बनता है कि पहले आप मेडिकली उनके सारे टेस्ट करवा के ये देखें, अगर अगर आपका बच्चा प्रिवेलिंग है कि वो नहीं खा रहा या वो वो सच में, क्योंकि जो नहीं खाएगा उसका वेट का प्रॉब्लम हमेशा रहेगा। तो ये सारे न्यूट्रिएंट डेफिशिएंसी को चेक कर लें, और फिर जब ये डेफिशिएंसी इंक्रीज होगी तो किसी भी मदर को कंप्लेंट होगी नहीं, क्योंकि फिर नॉर्मल भूख लगेगी। ये बच्चों को भूख लगती नहीं है तो आप उन्हें कुछ भी खिला लो, उनका वेट नहीं बढ़ सकता। राइट अमाउंट ऑफ न्यूट्रिशन, एज डॉक्टर ने पहले क्वेश्चन में किया था इनकॉर्पोरेट, कि न्यूट्रिएंट, कार्बोहाइड्रेट, प्रोटीन, फैट्स, अगर हम इन सबको टोटलिटी देंगे, और कोई भी इंडियन फूड, एक दाल, रोटी, सब्जी, कर्ड इज लाइक इनफ फूड टू मेक एनीबडी हेल्दी, चाहे वो बच्चा हो चाहे वो बड़ा हो। अगर वो
Mm-hmm.
नहीं खाता तो इसका मतलब 100% वो न्यूट्रिशनली डेफिशिएंट है। गेट देयर टेस्ट डन एंड यू विल बी सॉर्टेड फॉर लाइफ।
Right. So, with this, we come to the end of the expert questions. Now we are moving to the audience questions. We have a few questions from the audience. The moms have asked us a few questions. I would like to take them one by one. Dr. Shreyas, I want to ask you one thing. One mother is asking that my child is consistent with only one type of food. At this moment, what should I do? Can you please help her over here?
Yeah, like for this question, there is no a textbook answer or like there is one solution which can give you, which can give a complete answer to this question. I can say this, like everyone likes some food more than other. That is there, and there is this is true more with the children. You can't force anything. Like if I prescribe some balanced diet, also like parents uh, fail to make children to eat whatever I prescribe also. So we can try these kind of things, which I'll be explaining now. First, the best way for your child is to learn to eat and enjoy the new food is to copy you. So you be the idol to them. You prepare like whatever you want him to eat. You eat first and show it to him, or you serve everyone in the family to like the same food to the everyone in the family, including father, mother, grandparents, everything. So child will copy you. That is one thing. And there is like give us you can give small portions if he is not able to, if you want to introduce some healthy food like boiled egg or an omelette or something, give a small proportion at the initial phase. And like you can also praise him. That will also like give a positive attitude towards that food. And even if they eat, if they eat little also, it's okay, that's fine. And offer a food in a family style in where you allow the kids and other family members to self-serve the food from your whatever you have provided. That will also help to eat variety of food instead of one type of food. Sometimes
Right.
the eating one type of food will be like eating very sugary things all the time. That will be bad for his health also. That should be taken care. And you can do or the other thing you can do is repeated exposure to various new varieties of food. That will also help to change his food habits. And uh, like offer an accepted also whatever he likes. If it is a nutritionally well balanced food, you can give at its like accepted food item is mealtime. You can give that food. All these things you can do.
Okay. Okay.
It's a
Thank you, Dr.
trial and error kind of thing. You have to try with the new things, and you should make sure that he eats different varieties of food.
Trial and error plus patience is what a mother needs to keep so that her child
Yes,
keeps,
yes,
experimenting it on.
yes.
Ruchita, coming to you, can I, this is a question from a mom. Can I allow my child to eat peanut butter, and at what age should I introduce it?
राइट, सो एज एन इंडियन, जनरली इंडिया में लकीली ये पीनट की एलर्जी फाइंड नहीं की जा सकती, बिकॉज साउथ इंडिया स्पेशली जो है वो पीनट डोमिनेटेड है, मतलब उनकी लाइफ में पीनट्स हमेशा ही इंट्रोड्यूस रहते हैं, डीएनए इज नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम। सो टिल द टाइम आपको लगता नहीं है कि आपका चाइल्ड पीनट के लिए एलर्जिक है, आप दे सकते हो। इंडियन बच्चों में स्पेशली ये चीज नहीं फाइंड आउट की जाती। अमेरिका में ये बहुत पॉपुलर है कि वहां पे पीनट एलर्जीज प्रिवेलिंग इनटू दिस सोसाइटी। तो पीनट इज नथिंग, इट्स लाइक अ नॉर्मल न्यूट्रिएंट ओनली। आप कभी भी दे सकते हो, 3 साल 2 साल के बच्चे से भी आप इंट्रोड्यूस कर सकते हो। बस पीनट बटर के लिए मैं ये बोलना चाहूंगी, बाहर से बाय ना करें, बिकॉज वो हाईली प्रोसेस्ड शुगर ओवरलोडेड होते हैं। बेस्ट है कि आप इन्वेस्ट करें एक अच्छे मिक्सर में, एक बहुत जो हेवी ब्लेड वाला जो मिक्सर होता है, उसके अंदर ही आप अपने घर में पीनट्स डाल के, थोड़ा सा ऑयल डाल के पीनट बटर को इंट्रोड्यूस कर ले और वो यूज कर ले। नहीं तो आजकल बहुत सारी मार्केट्स है, जैसे दिल्ली जैसी मार्केट्स में, सुपर मार्केट्स में वो स्पेशली आपके सामने पीनट बटर निकाल के भी देते हैं। आप ऐसे ऑप्शंस भी ट्राई कर सकते हैं। बट इफ योर किड्स आर लाइक समथिंग उन्हें एंजॉय करना ही करना है ऐसी चीजों के साथ, कैरेट पीनट बटर या फिर ब्रेड के ऊपर पीनट बटर, इट्स अ गुड ऑप्शन। आप दे सकते हैं। देयर इज नो stoppage till the time you don't, if you know that your child is allergic, it's like you need to take care, otherwise there is no limitation.
Right. Thank you so much for the wonderful answer. As you rightly said, many processed foods are on the shelf, so we need to choose wisely. And if we have option at home, definitely why not go for it? Dr. Shreyas, there is a mother who speaks about a concern that she would like. I would like to address it. Ki my child's height and weight is something I don't know for how much it should be for a 3-year-old, and what kind of a diet should I follow? So, can you please help me in answering this question?
It's one more thing I would like to tell is height and weight is in children especially you have to monitor it regularly. How you should regular like monitor is whenever child gets sick you will be going to a pediatrician, make a growth chart, tell request them to plot in a growth chart so that you will know whether your child is in a proper like whatever recommended height and weight is correct to that appropriate age. Okay,
Yes.
that is very important. Like otherwise parents won't be knowing like whether his kid is growing properly or not. This is one thing which is very important that every parent should know. That is the first thing I would like to tell. Second thing is like protein is like building blocks like for muscle height and growth is very essential. So like if your child is not growing taller or not getting like getting proper weight also, you should go to a pediatrician and get a growth chart done and whatever necessary required treatment should be given. And talking about the protein requirement for a 3-year-old, it is like around you have to give 16 grams per day. 16 grams like around per day you have to uh, give the proteins.
Okay. So that is very beautifully and very aptly put. You have to use the growth charts for monitoring the child's
Yes, yes.
development, which most of the
Otherwise,
mothers get confused on how to use it. Otherwise, you were saying something.
yeah, otherwise like parents won't be knowing which is proper height for that age. Like it's very even like by looking at a child, pediatrician also can tell. You can assess whether
Yes.
he's malnourished or not, but you cannot say whether he's like properly grown and properly built or not. So it's always proper
Right.
growth chart whenever you go to a pediatrician, or yearly basis you can monitor the height at least, height and weight.
Okay.
Child should
Fine.
be getting like height and weight should be up to 18 to 19 years. She should be growing. That is very important. If there is any stunting in growth, if there is loss of weight, you have to consult a pediatrician. That is very important.
Right. So this is a very aptly answered query for a mother, and I hope that she finds it very helpful. Coming to you, Ruchita, when we talk about making kids food healthy, a mother is asking, how do I make my kids food funky and with healthy options building it? So can you please share your thoughts on this?
या श्योर। सो आई थिंक कुछ तो बच्चों के लिए कार्टून इंडस्ट्री ने भी बहुत अच्छा कर दिया है। सो फॉर द फंक थिंग, आई वुड से प्लेटिंग इज समथिंग व्हिच इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। सो बाय छोटा भीम, डोरेमोन, एंड आई डोंट नो व्हाट नाउ, बिकॉज़ माय किड्स आर वेरी बिग नाउ। My son is 17, so I've gone out of the touch with the cartoon characters. So वो वहाँ की प्लेटिंग लाए, उसमें देखे, उन्हें दिखाए, सी हमारे टाइम पे पॉपाई था, so I'm talking about that. See, Popeye will eat spinach and you'll grow like that. तो आप उनका प्लेट यूज करो। एंड डेफिनेटली हमें सीजनल वेजिटेबल्स पे ही ज्यादा फोकस रहना चाहिए। वी शुड नॉट फॉल फॉर एक्सोटिक वेजिटेबल्स अ लॉट। Locally homegrown things is something which should be variable. Again, as I told, I mean, it's a skill based job. It's not that thing कि आपने सोचो कि आपको भी टाइम चाहिए अपने लिए, आपने रोटी सब्जी बनाया और वो ही एक्सपेक्ट किया कि बच्चे भी वो खा ले। बच्चे वो नहीं खाएंगे, पहले तो आप इस चीज को एक्सेप्ट करेंगे। राइट, एंड कुकिंग बुक्स और स्किल बेस्ड काम आपको करना ही करना पड़ेगा. इवनिंग में प्लीज डू नॉट रिलाई ऑन 1 glass ऑफ मिल्क एंड 4 बिस्किट्स कि बच्चे वो खा ले और उनका पेट भर जाए. You have to make sure that you hire a dietitian, or either you properly place a meal menu in the kitchen every single day. उनकी snacking के time पे उनको क्या चाहिए, क्योंकि otherwise they get very agitated if they don't find good snack, and then they go to all the MSG based products and Dextron, anything coming out of the packet, they get addicted, and then the cycle कि हमारा बच्चा कुछ खाता नहीं goes on. बच्चे हमेशा बाहर, क्योंकि आज की डेट में पैसे का प्रॉब्लम किसी को नहीं होता, 10-20 रुपए का बच्चे जाएंगे बाहर, पैकेट खोलेंगे एंड खा लेंगे. अगर आप चाहते हैं कि आपके बच्चे घर में खाना खाएं, तो 100% 5 बजे भी खाना बनाना पड़ेगा, 8-9 बजे भी खाना बनाना पड़ेगा, और वैरायटी देनी पड़ेगी. यू हैव टू मेक श्योर दैट यू हैव अ रेस्टोरेंट लाइक मेन्यू एट होम. मदर की 100% cooking है. There are no shortcuts to hard work, and if you think you really want to see the progress of your child, you'll have to invest in some time, money, and same thing. पैसे बच जाएंगे सब्जियों पे, क्योंकि आपको लोकल लेनी है, बट देन उसके साथ कैसा स्किल करना है वो फॉर श्योर है.
Very, very rightly put. Time is an investment. Menu working is something which all mothers have to do. And yes, when you talk about the snacking time, they get, if you don't provide them with a healthy snack, they really get agitated. They eat up your brain, and then kuch bhi kha lo, it's not the
I
answer for
understand.
that.
See, being a working mother, it's a real challenge and it's a practical challenge on the part of women. But then, if they're your children, if they're your concern, and you really wish for a good health for them, प्लीज फाइंड आउट अ सोल्यूशन. क्योंकि जैसे बोला, वन फिट सोल्यूशन किसी की जिंदगी का नहीं होता. किसी के पास
Right.
कोई हेल्प होती है, किसी के पास कोई हेल्प होती है. कुछ तो एडवांटेज होगा, उसको लो, लेकिन बच्चों से एक्सपेक्ट मत करो कि वो सेम खाना रोज खाएंगे या दूध बिस्किट में अपना काम चला लेंगे.
Correct. Thank you so much for these lovely inputs, Dr. Shreyas and Ruchita, for enlightening our mothers and the BabyChakra community. With this, we come to the session. But before we close, I would like each one of you to, give a takeaway message from this session. Starting with you, Dr. Shreyas. What would be your
Yeah.
takeaway message be?
Takeaway message is like uh, always go for the home-based food. Always prepare the like food, cook in the home and get serve it within 3 hours of preparation. That is very important. Like at least include wholesome foods in your diet daily. It should be given daily until children, not even after completion of the growth. It should be continued forever. It should contain at least eggs in its diet, pulses like all the dals, everything should be there. Milk should be there, and you can include if you are non-vegetarian. Fish is very important. It has everything, all the minerals, everything will be there. And you can also go for sprouts, which is also very good uh, protein source, vegetarian protein source. All this should be included daily in your diet, not like you're giving on a only on Sundays or something like that. That is very important. Make sure you eat other macronutrients also, carbohydrates, proteins, oils. Use all the freshly homegrown or locally available whatever fruits, seasonal fruits, everything should be consuming. As we discussed today, protein is very important. You have to
Yes.
provide proper protein for proper growth and nutrition.
Yes. Ruchita, can you please give us a takeaway message from your end, please?
Yes, to all the mothers who are really concerned, जिनको सारा दिन सत्संग रहता है कि मेरे बच्चे ये, मेरे बच्चे वो, मेरे बच्चे ये, please focus 90% on the solution and 10% on the problem. ठीक है? Because you can't be, you just can't be thinking and doing it. The only point is कि and especially एक चीज न्यूट्रिशन में सिखाई गई है, या हर चीज में, यू आर वॉट यू ईट. वेन यू थिंक योर चाइल्ड इज ग्रोइंग क्रैंकी, जब उसका मूड बदल रहा है, वो गुस्सा ज्यादा रहने लग गया है, मोटा ज्यादा होने लग गया है, आपको कुछ नहीं करना, आप उसका डाइट चेक कर लीजिए. कि जरूरी नहीं है कि बच्चे का बिहेवियर पैटर्न उसकी वजह से हो रहा हो, उसके हॉर्मोन्स की वजह से हो रहा हो, वो उसका खाना भी होगा एट द बैक एंड. तो आप अपने किचन में चेक कीजिए कि आप अपने बच्चे को क्या खिला रहे हैं जिसकी वजह से उसकी ग्रोथ ज्यादा हो रही है, कम हो रही है, एजिटेटेड हो रही है, या क्या हो रही है. एवरी टाइम चाइल्ड इज गोइंग इनटू अ टीन, इट डजंट मीन कि वो टीनेज हो गया, उसका हार्मोनल इम्बैलेंस हो गया. नहीं, अब वो इंडिपेंडेंट हो गया, वो आपकी परमिशन के बिना कुछ भी खाता रहता है, तो उसकी जिंदगी में इफेक्ट आना शुरू हो गया है. एवरी सिंगल टाइम आफ्टर एवरी 2 years मदर शुड अपग्रेड हर स्ट्रैटेजी वो अपने बच्चे को किस तरीके से खिलाएगी, कब खिलाएगी, कैसे खिलाएगी, ये सीरियसली एक बहुत टाइम टेकिंग और लाइफ टेकिंग प्रोसेस है, क्योंकि खाना ही हमें सक्सेसफुल बनाता है, खाना ही हमें फर्स्ट लेके आता है क्लास में। तो जो भी एज अ पेरेंट आपकी एक्सपेक्टेशन है किचन से जुड़ी है, गेट योर किचन ऑर्गेनाइज, देयर इज नो अदर सोल्यूशन।
Right, very rightly put and very aptly said. So, all the mothers at the Baby Chakra community are going to thank our panelists because this topic creates a lot of controversy at home when it comes on the other side of the table. It is one versus the rest of the family, and if the kids are, in this era where the generation next is so smart and they are helping our the mothers to set up things, then definitely the mothers can play smart and get the things rolling. With this, we come to the end of this session. It was lovely having Dr. Shreyas and Ruchita, you on the other side as a panelist, and your thoughts were very insightful. And definitely, the viewers did really enjoy, including me. I had a very good time with you both. So, thank you. And Baby Chakra is very, very pleased to have you as an expert. So, if any question comes across on the app, you can definitely help them to answer it and put your thoughts on this. And I would request the viewers to the app to see more live sessions, which will be tuned in the coming week. Thank you, everyone, for your patient listening.
Sure.
Thank you so
Thank you to
much.
Baby Chakra and thank you to viewers.